Hey guys, AJ here. Yo, what's up, y'all? Listen, I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I'm still getting the hang of broadcasting on the 5, so I'm not even sure how this video is gonna turn out. But basically, I came across a few tips that help me kill clouts a little bit easier. Some of these tips you might know, some of them you might not. So I just figured that let me just share with y'all so y'all just know. I try not to make the video longer than it needs to be. I promise. So with that being said, let me get right into it. I'm not going to show you my whole setup because that's going to make the video much longer. But first, I'm going to start off with the augments, right? Um, One thing that I realize about Klaus is, like, he's a little bit difficult to kill sometimes, right? Um, so there's a couple of things that I set up for Klaus to kill him easier. Some of y'all already know, like making sure I have sharp charges. That's important, obviously. Having ether strategy, field upgrade. I know that some of y'all like energy mine, but this video is specifically on how to kill class easier. So shock charges, ether shroud. Those are the ways to go. Now, um, as far as your augments go, I'm not going to give you a rundown of every single augment I got, but if you want to look to the right and see the ones that I have, I'll just go down slowly on them, and you can just pause the video if you want, whenever you want. But I only really cared about talking about two different ones, and these are the two ones that I want to talk about. Now, I'm going to talk with double tap. Double tap, right? To me, I didn't really like this augment at all, but double time. I needed to. All three of these are good. Don't get me wrong. And I've been using double or nothing. And I said to myself, I'm gonna choose this one because it doesn't go through my ammo as fast. But I said to myself, let me just mess around with some of these augments, right? Because I wanted to figure out the best way to kill Klaus. And having double time on absolutely kills them way faster. But the drawback is you'll lose your ammo way faster too. So I basically was like, how can I use double time and have the speed, the fire rate to kill Klaus faster, but not run through my ammo so quick? Or like, try to figure out so it's not so bad. So this is my strategy that I came up with. And y'all let me know if this makes sense or not. So anyway, I put on double time so it increased my fire rate so I can shoot a little bit faster. And I put on double impact because by me shooting is gonna like give myself a little bit more like basically having this on is more for a shotgun, having this on is more for a wonder weapon. So if you are using a shotgun like BG, you prefer to use a shotgun, you can still use a shotgun on Klaus. But I recommend you put on double time. And if you're gonna use the shotgun, put on double standard. But if you're gonna use an automatic, use double impact. Don't even worry about double jeopardy because most of the time we don't use wonder weapons anyway. But like I said, shotgun this one. If you're gonna use an automatic, use this one. But definitely try double time. Now, it's well closed clouds easier. But now the question is, how can you have it so you don't run through all your ammo so fast like we did in that other map that we tried it out for the first time. I can't even think. Sigurd de Moor? No, it wasn't that. I can't think of the name of it right now. But anyway, so double time, and like I said this. Now, these are I'm going to show you some of the tips that I use so the ammo thing isn't an issue with the fire rate. Because everything has its pros and cons. So, double tap. I'm Deadshot Daiquiri. What I did was, I'm going to keep double break on because that miner is going to like shoot through the armor a little bit faster. Now, I've been looking at every single one of these, right? And one thing that I noticed is all of them deal with critical kills. Critical kills. It's not really like main for like elites or zombies. It's mainly for shooting zombies and shooting them in the head. So I did the research on all of these, and if I was to use this one, shooting somebody once with full health, this could work on elites, I think, but I think they might have nerfed it. So this is gonna mainly be for a zombie. Yeah, if you shoot them once, you'll do double damage. But that's just your first shot. After that, your gun's gonna be 5% weaker because this one increases your overall critical kills by 5%. But I said to myself, killing zombies is not the problem. Killing the leets is the problem. So even if I was to turn this off, and I literally just had one on, I'm still going to be able to kill elites. This is going to just make it 5% stronger. So I said I need something better than that. So basically, that again is not going to make the zombies. You're going to basically lose 5% damage, but you'll be able to have more ammo. So every time you're getting critical kills, a lot of your ammo is going to come back, and you're going to be shooting through a lot of ammo, but you'll be able to get some of your ammo back. So I think you should just try this for a game and let me know how this works. Now, there's some other things that I've done to make it easier to kill Klaus. I'm going to share that with y'all now. Some of it might pertain to a shotgun, some might not. I'm not really sure. This is for BG that like use shotguns. But I'm just going to tell you another thing that worked for me a little bit easier. Now, go into my loadout. Now, I like to use automatics. I like shotguns too, but I like using automatics. But basically, I said to myself, well, I need the strength of an LMG to kill Klaus, but at the same time, it's too bulky, and SMGs is too weak. This one doesn't have a lot of ammo, so I said to myself, where's the good middle ground? And I said to myself, either the XM4 or the Kilo is probably the answer I've been looking for. Now I put on the Kilo, right? And one thing that I like about the Kilo is it's not the best assault rifle in the world, but what I like about it is it has a third extended mag. And if you look at the bottom right, it says magazine size 100. Anytime you see the magazine size, times it by 2, because when you pack it, it's always going to be twice what the magazine is. So if you see the magazine size 100, it's going to be 200. And I'm going to have 600 rounds in the clip, in the chamber. So that means I'm going to have a lot of ammo. The gun itself is not the strongest assault rifle, but I'm going to have a lot of ammo. So as I'm shooting through zombies, right, even when I'm shooting through zombies easy, I'm still going to be going through a little bit more ammo because of the fire rate. But this makes it so it's not as bad, because as you're shooting through them, you're going to have 200 rounds to work with. And on top of that, you're going to be getting some of your ammo back. And the other strategy that I use to kill Klaus also is, let me see. I used to have on headshot multiplier. Headshot multiplier, I pretty much put them on all my weapons. But the thing is, this helps me with just headshots only. This one helps me with long shot damage overall. And a lot of times when I'm shooting Klaus don't care about a headshot multiplier. That doesn't help kill Klaus at all. What helps Klaus is being able to shoot him, do more damage from a distance. So I put this on to give myself more damage from a distance. That one actually helps me a little bit more. And having this on, I think most of y'all don't have on the suppressor. But if y'all do, you're better off putting this on, because this one gives you extra salvage. This one gives you extra salvage too, but it gives you damage range and it gives you bullet velocity. So this one is going to help you a little bit too. But you're going to lose some of that damage range as a trade-off also, and I'm going to explain why. But I wanted to make sure I have damage range, because some of it's going to get taken away, because I also increased my fire rate on the gun itself. So yeah, I'm going to lose my damage range that I just took in, and I'm going to use a little bit of my bullet velocity that I just took in. But the difference is on my fire rate. My fire rate is going to be 3 times greater. So my fire rate is going to be greater on the gun itself. And the fire rate is also going to be an increase. It's also going to be increased by the fact that I put on double tap and put on the double time fire rate. So between both of them, my gun is going to be way faster than it was before. And so basically I noticed the difference right away. So when I'm shooting through zombies now, right? My fire rate. Now the thing is, my fire rate, this is what my fire rate is without getting the double tap. When I put on the double tap, my fire rate is going to be even more crazy than this. And like I said, you see 100 rounds is going to be 200 rounds when you pack it. So when you use this against Klaus, it's going to kill Klaus way faster than it needs to. So it's almost like it's too fast. So anyway, like I said, I try not to make this video too long, but just for argument's sake, I'm just gonna just test something out for BG real quick. I forgot which one is his favorite shotgun, but I'm just gonna just check something real quick. There is a way to increase the fire rate on this, but I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. When you change that double time, honestly, whatever your setup is for your shotgun, BG, I don't think it matters because as long as you put on that double time and that double standard with your shotgun, you should notice that an increase in damage and trying to kill clouds faster. So, like I said, if you took anything out from this video, just let me know. But like I said, when I made those changes, it made it way easier to kill Klaus. Other than that, there's nothing else I could say. Like I said, hopefully you learned something out of this video, and I'm gonna end the broadcast now. Check y'all later. Peace out.